Hello soulmates, welcome. So this is a quarter circle skirt that we're going to be starting with, okay? So for us to cut the quarter circle, this is what we're going to do. Get the fabric that you want, the piece of fabric that you want, and then I'm going to arrange it. From one part, I'm just going to fold into a triangle. You can see the way I held it. Fold into a triangle like so. Okay, at this point you can decide to cut just two pieces folded like this, but here I'm going to also fold it again, that is folding it into four. You can see the way I'm arranging it. Okay, so this is how you're going to arrange yours. Make sure it's laying flat, and I'll fold it again on top the first fold. Now I have four pieces, okay, folded together. Now what I'm going to do is to get my waist measurement or wherever I'll be fixing it and divide it into four. So once I divide into four, I'm going to use the result that I have and place it over the fabric to where I have the measurements on both edges. Okay, just the way I did. Don't just make it straight, bend your tape a bit just the way it is. Then I'm going to keep a mark there, right? So once the mark is there, it's advisable you measure from the tip so that you have both on equal lines, right? So that's the correction there. You have both on equal lines. And once this is done, I'm now going to take the length of my peplum or the length of the flay that I want. I'll measure it from where I'm going to be cutting off the circle, I mean the radius. Okay, so I'll measure it and mark. I'm going to measure it round just the way I'm measuring it. This is just quite simple. If you don't have the strength for much calculations, you can just do this and it works so well. Okay, so that's all for circle, for the one circle or quarter circle. Okay, one quarter circle or quarter circle, whichever one, 90-degree peplum, and this is it. You can see that it's not flaying so much. This is very okay if you're making a flay that you don't want it to flay so much. You can see the way it is. So this is for the one circle, quarter circle. So we'll be going over to the half circle, quarter circle and half circle. We're going over to the half circle, that is the 180-degree. Okay, so this is the one circle. Okay, so for the half circle, this is what we're going to do. You have your piece of fabric. Unlike the 90-degree, we're going to fold this exactly over on the other side. Fold it equally the way you're seeing it. I hope what I'm saying is making sense to you. Just fold it over this way into two, and then from one edge you're going to form a triangle. You're going to form a triangle, held it from one edge. From the part that is open, you bring it over to the other part that is not open, just like so. Okay, if you watch, we still have four pieces laid together, meaning that we're going to also divide our measurements into four, but the difference will be in the way that it is folded. So just the same thing we did before, we divide into four and then place over to where we have our measurement. You can also measure from the tip to be sure that you have everything on equal line. Remember, the first one was 90-degree. This one is 180-degree, which is the half circle. Then I'm going to measure the length of my flay or the length of the peplum or whatever it is that you're making. We're going to get the length there. I think I'm doing this again for more clarification. Okay, so if you've not subscribed to this channel, this is an opportunity, this is a call for you to do the needful. If you've watched to this extent, that means you're getting value from this video. Please kindly subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos. Okay, so I'm taking the length of what I'm making and I'm going to mark it right round. We're going to mark it right round. Once it's marked right round, the next thing is to cut it out. Okay, this stands as just very easy for beginners and for everyone. Dividing by 4, it will still give you the same thing that you have when you divide by 6.28 and 3.14 and all that. So we're going to cut like so, and we're going to cut the other part too. Now if you watch, you can see that this is actually a half circle, even though the measurements, the calculation is just the same. Their flay or fullness are not the same. Okay, they are not the same. So you're going to see how this one is going to be fuller than the previous one. This is 180. You can see if you cut it into two, it becomes 90 degree, which is quarter or 1/4 flay. Okay, so you can see how bigger it is than the other one, but the good thing is that they have the same waist measurements. So if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe, and see you next time. Bye.